Summit and also President of the Republic of Uganda. I wish to recognize the Right Honorable Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, the Right Honorable Anita Annette Among, who is here in her capacity as the National Vice Chairperson of the National Resistance Movement. We are still getting used to that. My colleagues, the presidents of the member political parties of IPOD. Mr. President, I cannot fail to wish you a belated happy birthday. The years that you have lived, as you keep reminding us, has given you a granary of experience and wisdom. As we gather today, we remember the last meeting we had here in 2021. At that time, Mr. President, I reached out to you through the then Secretary General of the NRM to talk about the detained activists of the NUP and some of the other political parties. You then agreed to host a meeting of the summit. And in that summit, we appealed to you to draw a line between the misled and the misleaders. They could not be treated the same. And you agreed with us that the misled should be pardoned. And you immediately ordered the release of close to 70 of those who had been detained. We thank you for that. Sometimes these little gestures are not appreciated, but it is in a forum like this that we talk about these things. Secondly, the day that the Democratic Party and the National Resistance Movement signed the cooperation agreement, I told you that while I had joined the government you formed and which you lead, I had entered, but I had left the door open. I had not locked it behind me. I told you that there are many patriots in all political organizations, and as the head of the family we call Uganda, it is your duty to look for them. There is no need for us to think that there are no good people in all the organizations that exist in Uganda. They are all patriots. Indeed, when you walked in and you looked at my nephew, Hon.Nobert, you remarked, "Are these the enemies?" Then I said, "No, sir, these are patriots." Indeed, the people in Kololo today are patriots, and this gathering will give Ugandans hope that somewhere there are people who are seated around you, Mr. President, to talk about Uganda and its future. Finally, we cannot have a country where there is no consensus about anything. We may disagree on some things, but we must find common ground. IPOD is about finding common ground because the unity of Uganda is paramount. In my younger days, in 1986, as a teenager, I listened to one of your speeches, Mr. President, and you described some categories of people using a Runyankore word. If I remember correctly, you called them Ronjera Maganya. The Ronjera Maganyas, in your own words, you said, are those who seem to be delighted in increasing problems, even though there are already enough problems. Mr. President, the Ronjera Maganyas are the 20% based on the principle of 2080. This is a business principle. that 20% of your effort will give you 80% of the results. So the Ronjera Maganyas also are the 20% who give us 80% of the problems we have. But we can also have 20% who give us 80% of the solutions. I don't know what the opposite of Ronjera Maganyas is. Today you should tell us.
Thank you. If you
Because
can try
that
to
must
summarize.
be the gathering which is here. I'm delighted that the iPod Summit members are the 20% who want to offer at least 80% of the solution. So today, as I, on behalf of DP, take the leadership of iPod, I want to announce that we shall leave the door of iPod open. We are taking over the leadership of the institutions of iPod at a difficult time. Our agenda will be to ensure that we have a peaceful election, a free and fair process, and that we shall continue to talk honestly about the problems we face, that we shall attack the problems that face Uganda rather than attacking each other, for God and my country.
Thank you,
very much.
thank you, Chairman.